It's week 5 of the NFL, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme tonight. It's the Saints and the Chiefs on Monday Night Prime Time.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their rookie QB, the young man out of Oregon.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Right to the air goes Nix. And a dump off here to Robinson. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Now it's Nix. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
Throwing Nix.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Robinson up the middle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
They'll go play action with Nix. As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix.
Throw left side complete. That's Myers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, here's Nix. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down.
Off the play fake, Nix. And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson.
And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
To throw is Nix. And complete to Smith and Jigba.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
To throw, here's Nix.
That's caught by Myers. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Jake Moody now for the point after.
And that one makes it 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down at 7. Back to throw, Purdy.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Purdy.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Rodgers to return it. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. And after starting the game with 2 INTs, you remember, he got back on the beam with a touchdown pass on their previous drive.
This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43.
Here's Nix. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Purdy looking to throw.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
They need 18 yards here on third down. Nix to the air.
And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. Another catch for him there, and the number is starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the first half.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Now a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Gets this one to Juszczyk.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Nix from the shotgun.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Nix sets up the screen to Robinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Nix buying time to his left. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Moody good with the extra point.
And they're back with it, a touchdown at 21-14.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. So,
message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And plays like that show why Hockenson continues to be a consistent playmaker here in his 6th year in the NFL. He's finished with over 900 receiving yards in each of the last 2 seasons.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
At the 39-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Purdy
going underneath. He's got Hockenson. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Purdy from the gun. And that is incomplete. But a pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Throwing Nix.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and fourth down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on fourth down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Here's Purdy.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Complete to T.J. Hockenson. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
4-yard line.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. And a lot of people look at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them, got the ball right back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
Now 3rd down and 7. On play action, here's Nix.
They'll roll him out right. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Now it's Nix.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Chase Young
Able to record his 5th sack of the season.
found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The Saints on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. And that is incomplete. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
They run straight ahead with Corum, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Purdy now to throw. Oh, the out route, he finds Hardman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 4. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. He finds Douglas complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. He's got it to the 43 here.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway, but the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's 3rd down. Now Purdy.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And now here comes Kansas City.
They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. And fresh off that pick 6, here's Purdy.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
2nd and 7. To throw, here's Nix.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff now to Robinson.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. This is caught. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ready up. Let's go now.
To throw is Nix.
Forced out to his left. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Zach Ertz from 3 yards out.
And the Saints have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead. His first career touchdown pass, and, you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So the Chiefs now down by 7. A little over a minute to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down.
Throwing, Purdy. Pass complete. It's Hockenson.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here's Purdy to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete, and there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's third down.
Here we go.
To throw is Purdy.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Purdy, big fourth down play.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Fourth down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
The Saints offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to fit. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take.
That is intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
Purdy to throw.
He's going to let it fly.
This ball intercepted. picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Saints are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for New Orleans, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.